Hi everyone and welcome to Positively Kimmie. I am Kimmie. If you are new here, welcome. This is a safe space. And if you're one of my returning subscribers and my besties, hi guys, how are you? I hope you're all having an amazing day. I am going to Walmart this morning. It's 4 a.m. here in New York right now. And at 10 o'clock we're leaving. So I knew I had to be up by 8:30 to get ready. And whenever I know I have something to do, I can't sleep. Like, it really and truly sucks. So I decided I would show you my palette collection. Now, understand that when I don't like something, I put it on my Mercari site, which I will link below in case you're interested in anything that I might be getting rid of. But this is not really a declutter. I'm just going over and showing you what I do and don't have. But I've gotten rid of a lot of my higher end palettes, like my Huda Mercury in Retrograde, which I could kick myself now for. But I wasn't using it, and I don't like clutter. So with that being said, if there's anything you're interested in, please let me know, or just go to my site on Mercari, and I will, again, link it below. But I'm just going to show you some of my palettes. I'm not going to say what I'm keeping. I'll just say if I'm not keeping it. Okay, let's get started. I know this is not the way it's usually done, but it's the way I'm doing it. So the very first one I have is the Bad Side of Zodiac, the Air palette, and it's by Milk Cosmetics. I don't use this palette. I'm probably going to end up selling it for a whole bunch less. I think I swatched it one time, and that's about it. So I don't want to swatch it again because I am going to definitely get rid of this palette. It's just not something I reach for, and you'll see my collection. I have a lot of things that I do reach for and a lot of things that I'm crazy about. So this is going to go in get rid of pile. Then I have by Tarte the Maneater Mini. I really like this palette. Really like this palette. I think the formula is decent. It's so pretty. It has a mirror. And these are the colors. Let's see if I can get a better view. And I'm probably going to be putting this on my Mercari site as well. And I usually keep the boxes because I think, like, if you're going to resell something, people would like the box. And there's a lot that I don't have the boxes to. This is called the Oak Alu palette. And this was from Temu. And it's really tiny. But the colors in here are so pretty. These I'm going to swatch. I have this, like, glitter greenish blue turquoise. I have this really pretty color turquoise in there. And then I'm going to do one of the darker greens, which almost looks black. This is what they look like. I will swatch them for you. Now remember, I am the world's worst swatcher, so please excuse that. They're not very pigmented. I mean, the black is, but the other two aren't. There's one here and one here. So I'm definitely going to get rid of that. I'll probably bundle it with something else, depending on what I find, if there's more stuff from Temu. Because I like things that are very pigmented. Some people like things that they can build up and, you know, not go in with so much pigment at once, but I'm not. This is the Scooby-Doo palette from Glamlight. I absolutely love this palette. Will never get rid of this palette. Look at those colors. They are gorgeous. I will swatch one of the purple glitters. I'll do the blue glitter. Look at those. And I'll do a deep purple. Those are just so incredibly pretty. And they feel like butter on. And look at that. Look how well they swatch. I just think it's an excellent palette. And I will never ever get rid of her, because I love those colors. And with a pair of false lashes, she looks even more amazing on. Again, I keep the boxes, so I'm sorry. And I'm going to take my time with this video because I usually am, people are telling me, you know, you go too quick, you know, we'd like to see it a little bit more, so if you could slow down a little bit, and that's what I'm trying to do. Then I also have the Scooby-Doo Retro Rag. Oh, no, that was the Retro Raggy? No, this is the Retro Raggy, and it's a little bit different of a color story, and it's got the greens and the purples, the greens and the blues, and we have two purples up here, which are gorgeous. And I'm not going to swatch that. So that we're absolutely keeping. And like I said, we're not going to stop every time I'm going to tell you what I'm keeping and what I'm not keeping. So the ones I'm keeping so far go here. And so far I have 3 for the not keeping pile. The next one I have is a Laura Geller palette, which is really, really pretty. I don't think I've even swatched it. No, I must have swatched this. But it has every direction you can go in. It tells you this is for your brow, this is for your lid, this is highlighter, blush. And it's just so pretty with the directions that they give you. And that's what it looks like. She's just a neutral palette, very well made. I have not used it. Like I said, I have swatched it, but I have not used it, and I'm not planning on keeping it. So that goes in the giveaway pile. The one I'm not doing a giveaway pile, but my giveaway pile is more than what I've kept so far. This is in the nude by Lorella Cosmetics, or an indie brand. I love this palette. For your neutrals, she is gorgeous. I'm going to swatch that shimmer. I'm going to do that one. I'm going to do this orange over here. And this is what she looks like. Whoop, there we go. And I'll swatch her. We have that gold. They're just stunning. And it's a very pigmented palette. I love Lorella Cosmetics. If you have not checked them out, they sell lashes, they sell gloss. They're a really nice company, and for a while I was getting their mystery boxes, and that came in a mystery box. And then they have this other one that's really big called the Bare Necessities, maybe. I forgot the name of it. This is by Wanda Beauty. It's a Sweet Escape palette. This is probably one that I am going to get rid of, and I don't remember why. No, actually, I'm not going to get rid of it. I do like the colors in this palette. They are on the lighter side. It's definitely a more neutral color palette. I mean, you have your muted mauves, you have your shimmers right there. I have a glitter right here, and I just think it's very, very pretty. I don't know why I thought I was going to get rid of that one. And the muted one, which is over here, you really can't see very well, but this glitter up here is absolutely stunning, and I just love the palette. I think it's definitely worth whatever it was that I got. I don't remember if I got that in a box. I think so. I think I got it in BoxyCharm. I don't remember paying for something like that. So I am going to keep this a little while longer. Put that in my keep pile. I've always wanted to get something from Milk Cosmetics. Now, for me, it was between the 420 palette, which is the one I went with, and the Gemini 2. And then after I ordered it, I heard all these horrible things about the Milk Cosmetics formulas and how they could turn to mold, and how this was not a good palette. It skipped. Now, I don't have a problem with the palette per se. It's my color story. It's like a grungy green and stuff like that. The only problem I have is that there's only one shimmer in here, which is this one. It's a gorgeous shimmer, but I would have liked another 2 or 3. So that's that. But I love it. I think she's absolutely beautiful. And we're going to keep her until I see little things growing inside of her, because I think she's absolutely stunning. And I didn't mean to give you the finger. And I am glad I picked it up. Look at that. Look how well that's swatched. People, when I was looking at the reviews, were complaining that they were patchy. I have not found that with mine. So maybe it was a quality control or issue of some kind like that. I'm not sure. Then I have my ColourPop Build palette. I built my own ColourPop palette. And that's before my eye surgery, where I could do all these pressed glitters. I can't do them anymore, so I have a lot of shimmers in here too. And I'm going to do this purple glitter. This pink glitter is Let me do just a few of the glitters because they're stunning. Look at these glitters. Now, they're chunky, so you're not going to still so beautiful. Can you even make those out? Let me see if I move my light a little bit. There we go. Aren't they gorgeous? They are so freaking pretty. And the shimmers are absolutely stunning. Let me get this off my hands. Glitter is not the easiest thing to get because it just spreads. I'm going to use my makeup remover because this is what my hand looks like now. And those are thick, chunky glitter. So, but my other ones, my favorite ones, are always the lighter ones with the shimmer inside. I know it doesn't look like shimmer. Look at this pink. That's for you, Paula, that pink. And I'll just swatch those two. Look at that. This is a perfect crease color. Not a crease color. Yeah, a transition shade. I think it's absolutely beautiful. So I know I gotta speed it up a little bit, right? That's what you guys are telling me. Okay, so I'm definitely keeping that. I have the Natasha Denona Renaissance Glam, right? Is that what it's called? Retro Glam palette. Really pretty. I'm not going to swatch this, but she's absolutely beautiful. And one of my favorite Natasha Denona palettes that I have. And I'm so excited because for a while I was buying high-end makeup, and then I stopped for a while and went to like the Temu makeup. And I'm so glad I came back to the high end. This is the Modern Renaissance palette by ABH. I love their palettes, but there's a lot of kickback in some of them. Let's see. A lot of kickback in some of them, and I don't like the packaging because it gets dirty easily. But this is a gorgeous, gorgeous palette. So she is staying with me indefinitely. The next one I have, that's not a palette, is from Melt Cosmetics. Again, I got this in a mystery box. The Bad Side of Zodiac, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius palette. I'm going to have to fix my lighting in a minute. And this is really, really pretty. You could do nice sunset summer colors with this. You could do fall colors with it. It's just so pretty. So we're definitely keeping this one. Give me a minute, I have to adjust the lighting. The next one I have is the Child Palette by ColourPop, or the Mandalorian. I love this. I will never get rid of it. I do not have a cover for her. I also have the Soft Glam 2 by Anastasia, or ABH, the mini one. I absolutely love it. I got this from Ipsy, and I was thrilled when I got it. I mean, it just is the perfect little mini glam palette. I absolutely adore it. So it's the Soft Glam 2 palette. I'm assuming the other one is the large one. The next one I have is the Beauty Bakery Breakfast in Bed. I think I might have swatched this once. I love the colors. I think for fall they're beautiful. But I have a site, Mercari, and anything I'm going to get rid of that's been previously swatched or that I just, is not for a giveaway, I'm going to put in there. And this one is going to go on Mercari along with, so far, the Laura Geller palette, my Man-Eater palette, this little one from Temu, and the Air palette from Melt. If you're interested in anything, I will link my Mercari site down below, and you will get a really good deal, especially if you tell me that you're one of my besties. Then I have the Hocus Pocus 2 palette by ColourPop. Love this palette. Will never in my whole entire life get rid of it because it's that beautiful and just amazing. So her we definitely keep. I went back and forth. The first time I tried to get her, she was sold out. And then after she was sold out, it came back and I didn't have the money at the time to get it. And I was so disappointed. So now then I went back and I repurchased it when I saw it came back. And I was so thrilled about that. Then I have from Nude Ego, the Unleashed Wild palette. It's a little mini palette. I got this at TJ Maxx. And these colors are beautiful. I have to show you this one right here, this one right here, and this khaki green or olive green, forest green, whatever it's called. This is what they look like. And when I swatch them, they just come out so pretty. And I really do love that. It was a small palette. I got it not knowing what I was getting into or the formula, and I like the formula. It's from BH Cosmetics, by the way. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. And it was from TJ Maxx, but I don't see the price on here that I paid. But if I paid $5 for it, it was a lot. Then I have from ColourPop the Boudoir Noir. And I'm not getting rid of this because, again, this is my color story that I absolutely love. Trying to fix the lighting so that you guys can see it better. If the lighting's really bad, I apologize. But I love this palette. This gold in particular, look at the shine on that. This one is like a beigey shimmer, and my favorite is the green, of course, because I am obsessed with greens. So I'm definitely keeping that, and I'll swatch those ones for you. And they swatch amazingly well. Like, I can't even mess up that swatch. So you know they swatch good if I can't mess it up. Okay, then I have the Tutti Frutti Sparkling Pineapple palette from Too Faced. And my sister had gotten me this, and I sold it on Mercari because I'm an idiot. And I had been looking for it for a while, and then finally I saw it because my favorite shade in this palette is this one right here, because it's a duochrome. And let me swatch that for you. You will see green and brown. See the brown and the green. And I just find it the most interesting color, and I love the way it looks on my lid. So I'm absolutely keeping her also. Thought I just had I did have the box. And it comes with a little pamphlet inside, and I still have that as well. The next thing I have is the Natasha Denona Yucca palette. You guys know how excited I was when I got this and how much I love it. So this is what she looks like, and she was worth every penny, even though I didn't pay for it. But if I did, she would have been worth every penny I paid because she is absolutely stunning. And then I have the Ofra Good To Go palette. I don't really use this one a lot. I probably should declutter it. Why can't I open it? It's missing one of the things, but I'll swatch this right here. That blue eyeshadow is beautiful, the orange, and we'll do the whole top row. How about that? This is what the two mattes look like, and she's really pretty, but there's some things that stump me, and that's one of the things that stump me. Like, I'm really and truly not sure how to use it, but it swatches amazing. And it goes on your eyes, and the formula obviously goes on your eyes. It goes on your eyes beautifully. It blends beautifully. I mean, they're all for cosmetics. And the next one I'm going to show you is the Christmas Wishes eyeshadow palette by Rasha B Cosmetics and Just Ann, who's an influencer who I adore. And this is her palette. And when I tell you, the smoothest formulas you have ever in your life felt. They are absolutely stunning. This one on my pinky is a duochrome. Look at those sparkles. We're going to put the sparkles on here. And when I tell you, they swatch like butter. Now, this is a duochrome. It goes from purple to brown. I wonder if you can see that. Purple to brown, or like a yellowish brown. Copper maybe, but she is... I can't get you to see it the way I want you to. But she is absolutely gorgeous. Let me finish washing my hands, and I'll be right back. Here, I hope this is going to be a little bit better and less distracting. The next one I have is a Marc Buse Soft Eyeshadow. It's a take on the Marc Jacobs one, and this was from Temu. I love the packaging on this, but the formula, I'm not sure about. It came with all those divots already in it. I will swatch some for you. It's not very pigmented. And you have to and it's not deep enough. Like, they needed a deeper color because this is what it looks like. And you can barely see it on my fingers. I'll do the deepest shade in there. So these are them. And my biggest gripe is you can't see anything. I will be putting this on Mercari in case you're interested, or throw it in with somebody's order in case, they'll get use out of it. Just because I don't like something doesn't mean you don't like it. They're not really that buildable. I was not crazy about that. This is from Stephanie Botanicals, the Almond Nude. I just got this in my Ipsy order. And they wanted almost $40, $30 for this. And I was like, absolutely not. I think it was $38 for the 4 shades. They're pretty, but they're no bigger than the e.l.f. bite size that you get for under $4. So, I'm going to keep it. because it was pricey, and I have used it, and I do like the formula on that, but I'm just upset with the pricing on it. So, you know, do that with what as you may. This is the Menage a Moi palette from ColourPop. And this is a very well-loved palette. You can see that. No, I am not giving her away, but she's absolutely beautiful. Should I have a... So she's going over there. Then I have from my Natasha Denona minis. This is the Mini Love palette. I love, love, love this palette. And I use her all the time to give me the look that I want when I want to do like pinks or like berry tones and stuff like that. And I absolutely love it. Will not get rid of her. I really like Natasha's formulas. Right, Luce? My friend Lucy loves Natasha Denona. This is the one we just got last month where the brown falls out. So I'm being very careful with that. I have not used this yet, but I'm going to. So I'm keeping that. And that's the Alloy palette. The next 5-pan, I think this was, right? 2, 4, 5 is the Fez palette by Natasha Denona. Have not used this one yet either, but I am going to get around to it. I will give you my thoughts on it when I do. The next thing I have is the iconic London Day to Slay eyeshadow palette. It is a mess. I've had it for years, but it is very, very well loved. This has got to be one of my favorite colors, the Deep Soul. I just think is absolutely gorgeous. And where's the other one? There's just so many. I'm going to give you Velvet Crush also. I'll swatch these two for you. They're absolutely stunning. Look at that. They're really, really stunning. I know a lot of people feel weird about Iconic London. Some people love them and some people dislike them a lot. I happen to be the one person that loves them. My sister's like, why do you like that so much? And it's just the formula is so nice and you get the nicest looks from it. Oh, okay. It wasn't the Bare Neutrals. It was a Stay Neutral palette. This is from Lorella Cosmetics. This is their big neutral palette. It is amazing. She is absolutely gorgeous. She has so many colors and they're all neutral, and you have the oranges, you have different shimmers, you have the mauves, you have any transition shade or deepening shade. You can use this as a separate palette when you're doing a look to deepen a shade if you want, or if you don't have something you're looking for like a crease color. You could always use this. She is absolutely beautiful, and I've gotten so much use from her. And it's Lorella's Stay Neutral palette. I'm never going to get rid of that. Then I'm upset because I have the neutral palette by C Color Cosmetics, which is a take on the Tati palette. And I had the Tati palette and gave it to my sister because I happen to be an angel. Again, I can't wear glitters anymore because of my eye surgery. But these are shimmers. These are shimmers, metallics, mattes. And I love this palette, but the quality is not a Tati quality palette, which is not surprising because it was only $14, so I can't complain. Then I have by Moria the Soul of Fire palette, and I don't get any use out of this. Like, I don't ever reach for this. I've tried. I think I swatched it once or twice. That would be about it. So this is going to go on my Mercari page. Again, I will have it linked down below in case you're interested in anything. Just tell me you're one of my besties if I don't recognize your name. And you will get. All right, I had the wrong one on there. This is the Gather Round Sisters, the ColourPop, the second Hocus Pocus palette. I love this. I think, or is the first one. Love this palette. I love this color story. I love the berries, the greens, the neutral colors. I mean, you put the most cohesive look, and you can tell she is well loved. And she, my friends, is not going anywhere because I absolutely adore her. And then one of this palette I bought was the Nomad Berlin Underground palette. I bought this for my sister one Christmas, not ever hearing about Nomad. They're an indie brand, and I ended up falling in love with it, so she gave it back to me. But look at this, like, cranberry shade. And if you want a true, like, blue-gray, that is so, so pretty. If you want a true gray, they have that as well. And then they have this pop of color over here. And this is what it looks like, and she is absolutely beautiful. I will swatch. Again, please ignore my swatching. It sucks. But even I couldn't mess that up. Look at that. She is absolutely beautiful. Let me get the rest of my palettes, or some more palettes. Okay, we're going in another drawer. This is the Eyeshadow palette. I can't see who makes it. It's too small. I've never swatched this. I've never used it because I have something so similar with the Natasha Denona one that I don't want to do this. So that's going to be up on my Mercari site. This is the Oclan Color Parade Shadow Palette. Doesn't look like I've ever touched her, but she has been swatched. I don't really use these colors that often, so I'll probably put her up. But I will show you this blue because I've never seen a blue quite like it. And she is gorgeous. Like I said, excuse the swatching, because I did not do that justice just now. But she's absolutely beautiful, so that's going on my Mercari. This is the Queen palette, Cleopatra inspired, by Sistar Cosmetics. And I've used this a lot. She's got a beautiful color story. We have this gorgeous blue right here, and then we have like a navy underneath. We have the golds, the greens. We have this beautiful pop of color right here and right here. We have the mauves. We have this gorgeous orange right here. The formula is nice. It's not spectacular, but it's nice. And I definitely am going to keep her around as well. Then I have my Michaela and Glamlight Pot 2 palette. I will not get rid of this. And if my house was broken into and I couldn't get this again, I would be very upset, because even prettier than the full one is just a well done palette. For every color you have up here, you have the corresponding color there, or you can mix and match, and the formula is outstanding. She did such an amazing job on this palette and on her regular palette, which I have coming up. This is also Just Anne's palette from Rasha B, in conjunction with Rasha B Cosmetics. And Just Anne's an influencer who I adore. And this is her palette, and it's absolutely stunning. And this is called the Extraordin Aries palette, because she's an Aries. And when I tell you, all the Rasha B Cosmetics have this amazing formula. I'm surprised they're not talked about more, but they don't have that much on their site, because once a collab is sold out, they're sold out and you can't get them. So this is definitely a keeper for me. Violet Voss, I Love You Forever. You will see she is well loved. I use this a lot. I love the color story with my eye color. It comes out absolutely stunning, and I absolutely love it. So we're keeping her. Then I got Play It Jewel, my ColourPop mystery bag box. I like it. I just don't reach for it. You know, so I think I'm going to keep it a little bit longer, even though I know I'm not going to reach for it. And I should probably go to my Mercari site, but I think I'm going to keep on to her for a little bit longer, because I've only swatched her, and there's some things that overwhelm me, and I can't always get my thoughts together on it and figure out what I want to do with it, but I will figure it out. This is one of my favorite cosmetic companies of all time, is Blend Bunny Cosmetics, and this is their Allure palette, and it's mermaid inspired, and it's got 24 shadows, and it is gorgeous. It goes column by column, and then you have all mattes. These are all mattes, and these are all glitter or metallic or shimmer, or whatever you want to call. Some are glitter and some are shimmer, but it is a stunning palette. And you would have to pry this out of my cold, dead hands to get it away from me, because I love her that much. And I'm going to start really using her now before the summer actually comes to an end. Do you guys realize we're in August? We have 4 months until Christmas. This blows my mind. We have the Michaela Pot 2 Glam Light Collection. I absolutely adore the packaging on this. I could do this for hours. I could do that for days and still have fun with it. But it is absolutely stunning. It's a little like the Blend Bunny Cosmetics, but you have a mixture of matte shimmers, metallics, and I believe 1 or 2 are duochrome. Yes, this is a duochrome up here, and it's absolutely beautiful, and the formula is outstanding. Like, it is next level. So I, you know, again, be very upset if I could not get this one back, because I'm just so inspired by this one and the Blend Bunny Cosmetics one. Now, this was always my favorite palette. It's a Picanti by Cara Beauty, and you will see how well loved she is. I have hit pan on so many things and use this to my heart's content. I make the nicest sunset looks out of the oranges and the yellows, and it's just such a pretty palette. It is definitely one of my favorites. My sister cannot stand it. I don't know why, and she doesn't know why I love it the way I do. This is the Morphe Ashley Strong Affirmation Magic Artistry Palette. I am going to get rid of this. I'm going to put this on my Mercari site. I think I swatched it once. Not crazy about it for me. I'm not crazy about it for me. So I'm definitely, because I don't reach for her, I'm definitely going to put that in my giveaway pile. And I'll show you everything I'm putting in my Mercari thing at the end, because I have that set aside. I have the Sundowners Oaklawn 18 color shadow palette. That's what it looks like. And very reminiscent of one of the ABH ones, I think, but it's pretty. I have not used it. I will probably put this in a giveaway. No, I have used this, but I probably will put it in a giveaway because I have other palettes with the similar colors. I do have my Smashbox, and this is the LA Cover Shot Eye Palette, and I love it because you have color, you have highlight, you have a shimmer. It is so pretty. I'm just going to do one of the color stories, and I'll do this color story. I'll swatch for you. So we have the brown, we have the gold, we have the lighter brown, put a little bit more on there, and then we have this one right here, which is like a bone color, and she is really pretty. I know she's old, but I don't care because she's beautiful, and I will use her. And I will use something until I get no more use out of it, because I pay for these things and I love it. So I'm definitely keeping her. This one, I think this is, I'm missing a piece of it and I don't know where it is. I had to throw it out. This came in 2 pieces. This was the Revolution Reloaded Deep Dive, if that's what I'm thinking of. And it had an all shimmer side and an all matte side, if that's the one I'm thinking of. No, that was the color book, I'm sorry. So this is the Revolution Reloaded Deep Dive. Love all the colors in here. Use this, don't use it often, but I do use it, so I am going to keep that. Oh, keeps go up there. And then my friend Paula, hi Paula, I got her the Sweetheart palette because she loves 80 looks and she loves pinks. And I think she's I know she loved it, and this is such a nice palette. The only thing I don't like about this palette, and it's so petty, is it looks like everything is smeared all over when it's not. This is a design in the palette. So, like, when you go to take a picture of it and put it on a site, people are like, oh my God, look how dirty that is. It's not, and the formula is really nice. I really enjoy this palette. Let me put some of these away and get out my last bin. Okay, and this is my last drawer, and I'm not going to do the singles and the quads that I have from ColourPop. This is from K Collection, and it's a liquid eyeshadow, and it is such a pretty color if you're going for that type of look. And it stays wet looking, but it doesn't stay wet feeling. So I absolutely am going to keep that. All right, then I have, that's my jam, which I just got, so you know I'm not getting rid of her. And I love, love, love this palette. I love all the colors in it. It's very 80s to me, with a bright pink and things like that, so I love that. This is Zoeva Spice of Life palette. I don't think I've even opened this. Or if I have, yeah, no, I have. And actually I've used her, so I love that. I probably am going to try and get rid of this, and it might go with the ones from Temu, and I might do a little bundle on those. I will clean and sanitize anything that I am getting rid of. Then I have the Viseart Mix Intrunda, whatever it's called, because I don't speak French. So I call it my peach palette for a good reason. And I really like this, so I'm keeping her. And I just love the packaging on this. I think that's really cute. Then I have my 3 ColourPop ones, my Thumper, my Flower, and my Bambi palettes. Love, love, love. I know I've shown you guys this before. This is my favorite out of all of them. The Dusty Rose, the Mauve, you can tell that. The green, I wear that a lot. And I like that it's small. The Flower palette would be my next favorite, which is the purples. Whoop. And really, really pretty. And the third one, which I also like, but you know, there's only so many neutral palettes you can have, ladies, that before you start repeating your colors. But she is pretty. She is pretty. This is a neutral palette, the Bambi palette, and I really like her a lot. I don't use her as much as I use some of my, as much as I use Flower and Thumper. But Thumper, the Dusty Rose, I just absolutely love that with my eyes. I have the Just My Luck by ColourPop. I think this is missing a shade, and it is down here. Really, really pretty. Really pretty. And I absolutely love it. I'm going to swatch this lime green for you. Look at that. That is just absolutely beautiful. So I love that. And definitely keeping that. I have by LA Girls the Keep It Playful palette. Love this. It's got pink and berry tones. Let me see. We have this one. Really pretty. I'll do this one. I'll do this one. I'll do a matte in there. This is what it looks like. Let me see, go over here. 1, 2, 3. Whoop, a little chunky, but that, and this is the first one that you really can't see, but it is beautiful. Look at that. There you go. Now you can see it. You know, this is what happens at 4 o'clock in the morning when I get bored, and then they'll go in the different spots all together, and that's just what it is. Then from Ipsy, I got the Shauna B. And it's just the 2 colors. I'm going to keep that because I like those colors and I can use them with other palettes. The Dominique Cosmetics, the Unconditional palette. Love, 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 love this palette. Love the formula. Love the texture. There's nothing I don't like about it. Except I can't wear this glitter anymore because of my eyes. But I do love it, and I still try and use the glitter, and then when it goes in my eyes and I have to use my eye drops, it's a process. But my life is a process, so please excuse that. Okay, let's fix this shirt. And we're down to the last couple ones, so if you're still here, please leave me a flower emoji, any flower you want. Violet Voice, the Essentials 2. And this is really pretty. I've had her for a long time. This blue one is outstanding. And you have the aqua that, I mean, they just play so nicely together. And we're going to go here. And they swatch beautifully. This is the shimmer. This is the matte. And it's absolutely stunning. So we're definitely keeping her a little bit longer. Then I got the Ciate London Brazilian Glow eyeshadow palette. Remember when mine came, there were a few shades that were broken? Well, they did replace it for me. And I'm so glad they did because I love this palette. I love the color story on it. I think it's really, really pretty. I don't use it that often. I would say I was going to get rid of it, but I just got it and I want to play around with it a little bit more just to get a feel for the formula. You know, I've had Ciate London products in the past, but I don't think I've had an eyeshadow palette from them. Actually, I'm lying because it's the next one, the Editor palette. I think this one, I wasn't sure if I liked it. This is the packaging. And it's called the Editor palette. Tell me, I've gotten through this whole video without having trouble. Okay. And this one I've swatched, but I have not used. And I don't know why. I don't know why. It has some beautiful colors in there. And I really and truly like it. So I think I'm going to keep it and play with it a little bit more and see what I can come up with. And maybe film a get ready with me when I'm using it or a tutorial. but I'm going to keep this a little while longer. I have such a hard time getting rid of things. This is the Too Faced Then and Now palette. Really pretty. I know it's an older palette, but talk about an 80s type look. I absolutely love this. So this we are not getting rid of. You know, and then I have two more. And this one's by Odin's Eye. It's the, right? This is by Odin's Eye. Oh, Russia Be Cosmetics. I am so sorry, Russia. This is so pretty. And look at those colors. I swatched all of these for you guys one day. But this is so pretty. And I'm going to do these three. Look at this. Those are just absolutely stunning. You're not going to be able to handle the colors on this. Look at this. This one I think is more of a duochrome. It's like a green, a blue, like a minty green and blue. It is so pretty, and I just absolutely love this. And I've used it already, and I love it. Her formulas, like I said, if you can pick up Russia Be Cosmetics, if you ever have a chance to, they're gorgeous. And then this is my last one, and it's She Makeup, the Sparkle Dreams, and it's an all-pressed glitter palette. It's so hard to find, and I found it one day, and my sister and I are obsessed with it. You can see how well loved she is. There's like, we hit pan on this. We're close to hitting pan on this. There is nothing in this one, which was my favorite. There's no more in the blue, really. We hit pan on that. But to top off a look, before I was having problems with my eyes, she's amazing. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's not like your usual decluttering video, of course. But these are the palettes that I'm going to be putting on my Mercari site. So if you're interested, I will link that below. And just to show you, this is like the Marc Jacobs one from Temu. This one is from Temu as well. This is the Zoeva palette, the mini palette. This is the Bronze Dream palette. I don't know if I showed you this. So pretty. I got this from Amazon, and I get so many compliments on it when I wear it. But I think I'm done with that. The Air palette by Melt Cosmetics. The Man-Eater Mini, which is really, really pretty. The Laura Geller Make an Entrance. Breakfast in Bed by Beauty Bakery. This one I might put in one of the giveaways. This is the Beauty Court by any chance. I'm going to put that with the giveaway. Because come December, we're having Deserving December giveaway. So December, you'll get something. Or if I reach 500 subscribers, which, you know, I'm hoping to do it in December. Because I'd like to have a nice amount to give you. The Oklana palette, the Color Parade. Really pretty. I will have lots of pictures on there. The Moria palette. The Sundowners palette, the Morphe and Ashley Strong palette, really a beautiful palette, and no, this I'm keeping. Okay, so anyway, that's the end of my palette. I think this is the longest I've ever been on camera, or sort of on camera. In the meantime, be happy, be healthy, be blessed, and most of all, be positively you, because there's nobody else quite like you, and that makes me so incredibly happy. I love you guys so much. You rock. Again, if you made it this far, leave me a flower emoji, any flower you want. Love you guys.